Welcome to Stitchery Stories, where textile artists share their life in fabric and thread, inspiration, techniques, disasters and delights. And I'm Susan Reeks, enthusiastic embroiderer and textile art dabbler who also loves podcasting. So take a break and enjoy our light-hearted chat, and please share with your friends so they can enjoy it too. Hello and Merry Christmas. I decided to do a quick Christmas episode, really to keep connected with you all and to say Happy Christmas, and I didn't want a load of time to go by either. Do you know what? I've got a couple of fun things that I'd like to share with you, and well, crikey, don't we all need some fun things to think about at the moment? Now, firstly, I want to thank you all for your support and enthusiasm this year, as ever. You know, without an enthusiastic audience, there would be no point in making my podcast. And thank you to everybody who've bought things from each other. Artwork, books, supplies, kits, workshops and courses. Without those sales, so many of our small creative businesses would wither and fail. And that would be a tragedy. And thank you to those of you who have supported me by sharing and commenting, and particularly taking part in Instagram. And a particular thank you for those of you who have bought my courses and advice as I transformed my business to serving the industry and people that I love. It brings me such joy to be actively part of the textile art and embroidery community and world. Thank you so much. For me, 2020 was a year of research and testing out ideas, and 2021 will be a year of building a business to bring me joy. Anyway, so here we are in the last days before Christmas 2020, and well, crikey, what a year it's been, no matter where in the world we all live. And still it continues, unrelenting, as yet more problems stack up to challenges. Here in the UK, as I speak, a mutant variation of the COVID virus is now raging through our country, particularly in the southern counties. Our European neighbours have closed their borders, and now there's talk, yet again, of food shortages and panic buying. Oh, and let's not forget the shambles of Brexit looming, ever looming, overshadowing all of this. So, does anybody fancy a sherry? I certainly do. But thankfully, we've got embroidery to keep us sane. The soothing process of stitching, either by hand or machine, creating pattern and colour and texture, involves all our senses and keeps our brains active. Sue, I hear you say, but what about taste and smell? Well, of course, that's why we need a drink and a snack, isn't it? A cuppa and some cake, whilst we stitch and craft and create. And that takes care of the rest of our senses. And if you get up and move around as well, that adds the movement side of things too. Whilst we've missed our in-person groups this year, many of us have been fortunate to use technology to keep connected and to keep sharing our stitching. I'm grateful to have been able to help by bringing my experienced, lifetime techie skills with my love of training and helping people, and 10 years of running a virtual business, and to be able to have helped so many fellow stitchers to connect and to keep stitching together. So regardless of technology, many people around the world have also picked up embroidery for perhaps the first time ever and are really enjoying it. It's lovely to see so many people joining in. And many more have picked it up again after years away, and they're also enjoying it again. It's so great to see all the positivity of people sharing their work. And you know what? I'm sure that amongst the gloom of 2020, there will be plenty of positive stories and achievements and highlights. So I once again invite you to share your embroidery and textile highlights of 2020 with me. I will compile them into a year-end episode to go out either the 30th or the 31st of December. It depends how I get on, and I'm trying to take a break from work, but I really want to do this. So either of those dates, it will be there. It was really lovely last year to share those stories from around the world, and I really hope to be able to do it again this year. So please, if you've got a highlight, I'd really love to hear it, and then I can share your embroidery and textile art highlight with the rest of the world. How exciting is that? So please email me at hello@stitcherystories.com. It just makes it easier for me. And please don't forget to include your name and whereabouts in the world you are. And if you're on Instagram, then perhaps share your Instagram name. And if you have a website, of course, then share that too. So please, once again, if you've got a highlight, I'd love to hear about it, and I'd love to share with everybody. Right, and then the other thing I wanted to share with you, I thought might make you laugh at least. So a couple of years ago, I had a bit of a brainstorm, I don't know, and it popped into my head, and I created a version of the 12 Days of Christmas, you know, the Christmas song, 12 Days of Christmas, well, those lords are leaping, etc. Right, anyway, so I wrote some alternative lyrics, all based around embroidery. And I embroidered 12 numbers which matched the new lyrics. So I did some writing, I did some designing, I did some stitching. Oh, that doesn't happen very often, does it, these days? And then, well, I was very brave, and I made a video with those images of the embroidered numbers whilst I sang the song with my new lyrics. Yes, I decided I was going to be ultra brave and do a bit of singing online as well. So there we are. So, here to cheer you up, and I wish you all a very Merry Christmas, is my version of the 12 Days of Christmas. I hope it makes you smile, at least. Or perhaps cringe, but in a nice way. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. On the first day of Christmas I tried embroidery, I joined the Embroiderers Guild. On the second day of Christmas I tried embroidery, 2 running stitches and I joined the Embroiderers Guild. On the third day of Christmas I tried embroidery, 3 French knots, 2 running stitches and I joined the Embroiderers Guild. On the fourth day of Christmas I tried embroidery, 4 hand-dyed threads, 3 French knots, 2 running stitches and I joined the Embroiderers Guild. On the 5th day of Christmas I tried embroidery, I tried gold work, 4 hand-dyed threads, 3 French knots, 2 running stitches and I joined the Embroiderers Guild. On the 6th day of Christmas I tried embroidery, 6 satin stitch squares, I tried gold work, 4 hand-dyed threads, 3 French knots, 2 running stitches, and I joined the Embroiderers Guild. On the 7th day of Christmas I tried embroidery, 7 big back stitches, 6 satin stitch squares, I tried gold work, 4 hand-dyed threads, 3 French knots, 2 running stitches, and I joined the Embroiderers Guild. Well, you get the idea, let's move it along. On the 12th day of Christmas I tried embroidery, 12 couching doodles, 11 buttonhole borders, 10 lines of stem stitch, 9 chain stitch circles, 8 fly stitch flowers, 7 big back stitches, 6 satin stitch squares, tried gold work, 4 hand-dyed threads, 3 French knots, 2 running stitches, and I joined the Embroiderers Guild. Phew! So happy Christmas. Enjoy your time, wherever you are and whatever you're doing. Keep smiling and keep stitching, and I'll be back with your year-end highlights. Happy Christmas, take care, love Sue. If you enjoyed this episode and want to hear more, then please join the Stitchery Stories fan club so you can get an email when a new episode is released. It's a quick and easy way of listening and of keeping up with any news and information around this podcast. Please visit stitcherystories.com. Of course, you can listen to Stitchery Stories on plenty of podcast apps at Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify and plenty more besides. You can also ask your smart speaker to play Stitchery Stories podcast too. But wherever you listen, why not leave us a rating and a review to encourage other people to listen too? I very much appreciate you taking the time to do that for me. So that is the end of our Stitchery story for today. Keep stitching, keep smiling, and keep creating your very own Stitchery stories.